I'm Mary Munene. I love the Lord. I'm born again, married to John Munene. Yeah, we are actually into our 6th year of marriage.
Oh yes.
And we bless the Lord. It's been fun. It's been fun. Yeah.
Very, very fun. John Munene. I'm born of God. I'm born again. I am married to one beautiful Mary right here. And together we have a beautiful daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a blessing.
Yeah, she's a blessing.
From God.
Yeah.
I work with the Kenya National Audit Office. Yeah, I'm an ICT audit associate. And my hubby here.
Oh yes. I work with the forces. Yeah, I work with the forces. Yes.
The first day I met him was actually in the library.
Yeah.
I had someone call my name from behind. He's like, actually in my mother tongue. So he said, "Hi Mary, Mutoni, Mwangi." Basically, he called me with all my 3 names.
In fact, it was like Mwarewa Mwagi, you know?
And you see, by that time, no one had really known all my 3 names. People just knew me as Mary Mwangi.
Yeah.
People didn't know my second name. So for someone to really know my second name, it's someone who had probably gone deeper and dug. So he stood behind me and he called my name. So I looked at him, I'm thinking, no, this is another gold rush type of a man. You know, the way people in campus, you're rushing towards the ladies trying to work a box and all that. So for me, I was really off. Yeah, I was not really for relationships by then. Because I was just from a relationship that had really, I think, drained every part of me. And I was beginning again the journey to love myself, love the Lord more.
Yeah, it was back in 2008. That's when I spotted her. And it's the time that we met, though I had done some, some background check, yeah? We call it intelligence preparation at my place of work. So I've done some background analysis of who this girl is, where she lives, where she goes to church. Yes, exactly. What she likes wearing, she loved her sneakers, the Skechers, and her jeans. So I had known a lot about her, what she does in campus, and which year she was. So when I was approaching her, it wasn't just like you bumping into someone. Yeah, this is someone that I had known for some time, only that we had not known each other.
But I actually didn't even know, as in I didn't know exactly who this guy was until on a particular Wednesday, I just felt like going for a CU. I remember. So when I walked into the hall, I'm looking around, then I'm seeing someone seated on the drums. I'm like, I know that guy. He's even born again. He's saved. He's actually worshiping. Wow.
Yeah, and I had really prayed about it because I wanted someone who I'm not just there to play around. I was very serious. Though I had some baggage. In fact, I had a lot of baggage. A lot of lady baggage, calling every other lady boo and the likes on Facebook, liking their pictures like kiki, that kind of a thing. I had a lot of baggage. I was still a boy. Yeah, and the transformation took some time. There was a lot of rubbing, each other, not handling each other well, mishandling each other is the word. Yeah, so there was a lot of that, but of course with time we touched base. We were able to.
We started dating.
Yeah, that was like after 1 year of knowing each other.
Yeah, so
now we started dating. That was back in 2009.
Yes. I don't think there was anything like official, was there?
We just made it official on the, on just the 2 of us. Like no, we are no longer friends. We are dating.
Yeah, we're just exclusive right now.
So there is not the exclusivity part of it.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's good when you're dating, you date with intentionality, not just for the sake of passing time.
Yeah.
Because now that's what is happening nowadays. Guys just meet up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, 1 year you're with someone. This person doesn't know exactly where they are. They don't know if they're friends.
Coffee,
yeah, but they don't know if they're friends. They don't know if they're not friends. As in, you know.
It's not going anywhere. You know, you're just there to pass time. And time is precious. And you know, when you're in your singleness, you don't just, you know, let time pass you by. You must make it productive. Exactly. It's not just about making friends and at the end of the day, 2 years down the line, those friends are no longer, you know, with you because they had other aspirations.
If you see this person, they are your right fit, you know, everything about them awakens every sense in you. You know, there are people who add value to you, guys who are not draining you, guys who are there to, as you're saying,
to build you productive. Make it intentional from the word go. Don't make someone wait for around 6-7 years, then after that you're telling someone, oh, by the way, you're not the right person. What is that? That tells you from the word go, this guy was not decisive. He was just, you were just, I think, a spare wheel. And playing around with you and with the emotions. Our courtship lasted 5 years. The reason it lasted for 5 years, first I had a lot of skeletons in my closet that they had to be dealt with.
The boundaries were not as strong then. So for me, I did not want to go into marriage with that. Then we also were doing a long distance relationship most of the time because of his profession.
By that time I was in training. I went for training for 2 good years. And it was not, you know,
it was not easy.
It was not easy. So, there was little or no communication.
So by the time he's coming back, now we are trying to cover up all those times that we hadn't talked. That's why our courtship went for that long. I can tell you for sure it was not the it was not the normal type of proposal, because I remember for that whole week he made me so mad. He made me so mad. As in, we had issues from Sunday. Monday we had issues. On Wednesday there were the climax. On Thursday we were not talking to each other. Then funny enough, on Friday we had a kesha and we were both youth leaders and we were supposed to coordinate. To coordinate the kesha. So we weren't talking to each other. Like at all. So I remember that Friday he told me, you know what, we are supposed to coordinate this thing, so you just come, we'll talk about the kesha, because that's all we can talk about. We are not talking about anything else. And so we met at Misono restaurant. So I walked in, he was already there, seated, looking all pensive and so serious, and I'm thinking, I
was going for the kesha.
Whatever. So I came with my book, you know, the book where we just write stuff. So I sat down and he's asking me, okay, so this kesha, who's supposed to preach? Then I'm thinking, you did not call the preacher. Oh God, the usual issues. So he went to the loo, then came back. Then I'm seeing someone, he's knelt, then he's knelt. As in, he went down on both knees. Then I'm wondering, why is this guy, he wants us to pray? What's up?
For the kesha.
And he tells me, gosh, I'm so sorry for the whole week. I am really sorry. I'm sorry for the issues, but I'm done with them. I am so done. Can we just start a new chapter? Would you marry me? I cried. Oh God, I've never cried like that.
She even forgot that we were coordinating a kesha.
I forgot.
You know?
I forgot. I just cried and I'm asking him, really? Then he removed his ring and I'm thinking, when did you even do this?
I was in that valley of decision that I need to be with a woman that I don't want to be the woman that I can live with. I want to be the woman that I can't live without. And you know, it was evident that this lady is not just any other lady. I might have met other ladies in campus or even at home, but this lady is not the common kind of a lady. She has something that is different, something that I don't have, something that it will take a lifetime, you know, to reveal it. Because you're like, this lady, she stands for this, she has this character, she believes in God, she trusts in God, and you know, she's visionary. Fun enough, when I was with her, I was feeling all, you know, like I can be a comedian. Like she brought the best out of me. Someone that could laugh at my jokes. I have very funny jokes.
Yes, you do.
Yes. And it's not in quotes, by the way. Yeah. And then, you know, it's someone that I could be myself when I was with her, basically. And I could see 40 years down the line, 20 years down the line, 60 years down the line. This is someone that I would love to bring up our children. Someone that I would love to grow old with. So it was just but a, you know, a build up, and
Oh my.
I had made a decision. Whether, you know, we had some quarrels and, you know, all these misunderstandings, at the end of the day, this is someone that I wanted to be with for the rest of my life.
But I thank the Lord that we got to that point of having a decision, you know,
Yes, yes.
of him making a decision. It was very important even for me.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm sure I also had people coming, but you know, if I listen to them, I'm thinking, no, this is not the type of man I would want to have in my life. No, they're not going to take me where I would want to be, or I would not really be comfortable being under the authority of such a man.
Yeah.
So when God brought him and he stated his purpose,
Oh, yes.
I said yes, yes to the Lord and yes to you.
Hallelujah. And by 2013, we tied the
we are
knot.
settled.
And that's when now
That's
we
when
started
we
now
began.
rock climbing.
The wedding was amazing. We had it at Hatfield Gardens in Karen.
In Karen, yeah.
Yes,
It was amazing.
it was really amazing. We had wonderful pastors working with us through the
throughout
whole,
the
you
journey.
know, the courtship. And by the way, as in even in our courtship,
Yeah.
it's very important to have guys who are godly, a couple who are godly, to walk with you.
Because you can have someone who are even role models,
Yes.
but you don't have a teachable heart.
Yes, you don't have a teachable heart. You're so rigid.
So rigid.
Ananiambia,
Like I'm not all grown up.
this is my relationship. You know, the guys are like, this ni sisi. This is our relationship. So what? You know? And if you go with that attitude, you will never learn. You will never ever learn. So
Take heed of the instructions.
yeah, take heed of the instructions. Even the Bible
biblical.
says that. Yeah, a guy who a wise son
Yeah.
listens to counsel.
Yeah.
But a foolish one is always feels right in their own eyes.
Yeah, so the wedding was beautiful. It was military.
Yeah, it was a military wedding.
We made it all red.
Oh my God, yes. And I was done something called snatch party.
Yeah,
A snatch party is where
She loves the snatch party
yes,
part.
I love it. You know, I told my parents, but there's going to be a snatch party, and my dad is thinking, okay, what is a snatch party? The good thing with him is that he was very adventurous, so he really wanted to see what it entailed.
Yeah,
So I told my mom, you know what, mommy, tell all the women to pray, to sing,
aunties to
and
do
the
all
aunties
their-
to pray before the main people come.
Yeah.
So that was the whoo, and they came. The next thing, wah, up. So it was really, they made it colorful. Yeah, I love the military, seriously. And then after that, we went for a honeymoon,
Yes, in Coastal.
Yes.
Yeah, it was in Coastal.
came back. Then
marriage happened.
marriage started.
Marriage happened.
Now the real
rubber.
marriage. The rubber met the road.
Yeah. Because you're like, this lady that I married, she was very nice when you were dating, you know? She was very, very nice.
Yes.
But all of a sudden, okay, all these conditions, is she trying to change me? Because I think I thought I was all grown up, yeah? Having, you know, graduated, you know, in campus, going through military training, now, and, you know, and all that. So I'm like, I know I'm a man enough. Huh?
So what is she telling you?
Yeah. Why is she trying to change me? But I was wrong. Yeah, I have to admit it. I was very, very wrong because I thought that I'll have to be myself, as in, it is my way, or she hits the freeway.
Yeah, and also I also had a lot of I don't think it's the growing up.
Yeah.
What can I say? I had a lot of self to die. That is the word.
Yeah.
We really had to die to ourselves.
Because every argument was about I. It was about I.
I
wanted you to do this. I
thought
said
you were
this.
like
I did this. This is what I meant.
This is what I want.
Yeah, you are wrong.
You are very wrong also.
No. It is your understanding that is wrong. My understanding is right.
Oh my God.
And there's a lot of self in it.
Yes, our first year was very hard.
Yeah.
It was like very rocky. I don't even know how God pulled us through.
It was by His grace.
But it was just by His grace, because the only thing we could do is, if you don't understand this person, you just run. I remember there's a time I was so mad, I just ran to God and I'm like, God, this guy you gave me this husband, as in after dating him for like 5 years, God, what is wrong with this guy? This guy is selfish. He's so annoying. As in, I want out. I don't even think I can go. Then you know what? God told me, you're the one I'm going to change first.
Yeah.
Before I change him, I'll have to change you.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I don't think I have a problem. And then God started teaching me little by little about submission. And it was even harder. I think even the whole process of us was harder because we had like 4 miscarriages before we had our baby.
Yeah.
And no one could understand. So everyone is looking at you, those ones of bado, not yet. When is this jig? Nini wanakuja saa ngapi? Tutakuja kukunywa chai lini? You get all that, and every time I remember there was a woman who called me aside and she told me, Kuja, I want to give you some advice. Wasichana kama nyinyi ndio hamtakangi kulose figure 8. Another time I was going through our third. Was it our third or our second miscarriage?
It was our third. And that time I was not even around.
He was not even around.
I was, on a mission. I remember, in fact, the first year I was away for most of the time. Second year the same. And now we have all these miscarriages, and then we are like, God, is really marriage beautiful?
Or is marriage really beautiful? So I remember we were torn. We were two exhausted beings.
To a point of even, feeling like you can quit the marriage.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, like you can quit and,
it was not even a feeling. We had, I think, reached to that point of feeling, you know what, I don't think it's not all this.
I remember there was a time I was, I was still at the other side of,
Wajir. Yes.
And then we had so many arguments until I told her, like, the next time I'm coming home, I don't find you there.
Actually, he told me that.
I don't find you there. You go home.
And I told him, I'm going to go. I will go. I'm packing my things and I'll go. Then he's like, you pack your things and go. We're going to start. I'm going to start from whatever you leave in the house.
In fact, I told her to go with everything.
I'm going to start with an empty house. But
I just start where I am. I just start with me.
Yes, actually.
With my 2 hands.
But it was very hard.
I believe the word has everything that we need in our lives.
Every answer.
Like for the men, we are taught to live with understanding. Live in understanding with our spouses, with our wives, and also to love them. Now that living in understanding, it has a lot of it. It carries a lot of. It's like a whole seminar, a sermon, after sermon. Living in understanding with your wife. So I wonder, those people who do not know God, where do you run to? Come to God. He has a solution.
And for the ladies, it was it's biblical, it's godly, it's God's way to love your hubby, to respect him, and as you do that, you submit to him. It is not a weakness. No, I get people telling me, "Oh, Mary, you're preaching to women to be weak and doormats," and I'm thinking, no, I'm not telling women to be weak and doormats. I'm definitely not weak in my marriage. I'm not a doormat in my marriage. In fact, I'm very free. But you see, submission, you submit to your husband out of love.
Yeah.
Because it's just like Christ. As in, when you come to Christ and you're submitting to Christ, it's not out of apparently the fear that you're going to go to hell.
Yeah.
No,
you're not under duress.
Yeah, you're not under duress. It's because you love him.
To profess
And
him.
and the moment love starts flowing, it gives you the freedom for you to express whatever you want to express in that life and in that marriage. And that's the same thing even in every person's in our marriage. As in, God really taught me about submission.
It calls for you to go beyond the self.
Yes, the self has to die.
Whether you're a wife or a husband, the self has to die.
The
It's not
self
about
has to
me, my shoes, my food, my
Yeah.
tea, my career. It's not just about that. Yeah, it's about
The self has to die.
yeah, it's about the other person.
And you see, at the end of the day, God always calls us to a point of humility. Marriage always requires that. It needs humility. If you go into marriage with a lot of arrogance and so puffed up and you know, you cannot listen to the other person, it has to be your way and your way alone. Trust me, you'll miss the beauty of marriage.
When we died to the self and we became one, that's when the Lord opened doors for us.
Yeah.
That's when our baby girl came.
Yeah, we conceived without
Yeah,
even thinking.
not even struggling,
It was
and you
an
know.
oops mom. In fact,
Yeah.
it was like, oops.
Uh-huh.
Huh? This has happened. Oh, we're expecting. Yeah.
Then we go the first month, second month, third month. You know, she's still inside there. Then we're like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Then
9 months.
9 months.
And she came.
She came, and we were like, doesn't matter how you've come, but welcome to the world.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, in fact, the Bible says that if two believers agree on one,
concerning anything.
concerning
Any
anything,
matter.
actually the Bible says anything. The word is anything. Such that to a point of, you know what, God, we want a red car. It's that, it's to that
A specificity.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's that specific. You know, concerning anything on earth, the Lord will hear
And we'll answer.
and will answer. So God worked in us, and we started that journey. I started building him also. I also had a problem with his job.
Oh yes, oh yes. In fact, I remember any time that I was going for duty, when I had a call, you know, for duty, she was like, okay, again, you're going again? For how long? And we are minimum 3 months going forward. And then she's like, no, why me? You know, why are you leaving me? You know? Then she would cry and cry and cry up to the time I'm leaving the house.
Yeah, and it was so. I guess it was just still that point of the Lord teaching you how to build each other. Because at the end of the day, still also God taught me that and told me, you know what, when the Bible says that women are the builders,
they
actually,
build their house with their own hands.
Yes, and a foolish one destroys the same, you know, with our own 2 hands again. So it was me, the Lord teaching me, you know what, Mary, build this man.
Yes.
Build him, encourage him, push him. It's not easy out there for him. I mean, trying to make ends meet, making him a provider of the house, as we always say. It's not just about, you know, giving
The
food,
money,
the
paying the
money,
bills.
the bills. It's
No.
also
It goes beyond
providing
that.
for your emotional side.
Emotional,
And if you make him
spiritual,
feel,
physical, all these needs, they have to be fulfilled.
Exactly.
It's not just about the bills. Anyone can pay the bills. Even your work can pay the bills.
Yes.
So basically, she did not marry me to pay the bills.
No.
I did not marry her so that I can be paying her bills, because she was, you know,
already
well.
doing that.
So basically, it is more than that. It's
Yeah.
about
It's about building the other
yeah.
person and making the other person have a purposeful life that the
Yeah,
Lord
exactly.
called them to have on this earth.
Yeah.
If a marriage has to work through the years, every day, the self has to die. Humility has to be one of the topmost priority. Communication has to keep going and flowing, no matter how small anything is.
Even when you're mad at each other, please communicate.
Please communicate. Tell your spouse, you know what, you've pissed me off. Yeah, you really have. You've done A, B,
Like,
C.
umenikosea.
Yes, communicate. Give, you
And
know.
learn to forgive.
Yeah,
Learn to forgive and to let go.
and that is also another.
Because you can forgive, and then you're like, hey, in me mark this date.
This date we can shut. On this particular minute.
In a mark, especially for ladies, you know, it's hard to, you keep every memory because everything is connected to an emotion. When you connect anything to an emotion, it will always be in your mind.
Actually, it's imprinted.
Yeah, it's imprinted.
And that's why I'm also always passionate to tell people and to tell ladies mostly, because we are the ones who fall culprit to that. We are casualties to it, whether we want to accept it or not. You know, we are wronged and we keep it. We keep it. You keep, you keep, you keep.
And love does not keep a record of wrongs.
Exactly. Forgive each other in marriage. Let go. It makes everything very easy. In fact, nowadays, if he pisses me off, I'll just tell him, you know what, you've pissed me off. But I love you. It's okay.
I know.
Yeah. Then of course I'll still feel the inside like some antagonism here there, but I'll let go. And same to him. So
because she can really piss you off, especially when you don't understand. You understand why are you now reacting this way? I just made just one turn, but you have another turn there that you can, you know, we can still come back here, you know.
And I'm thinking, no, we should have made this way, we should have gone this way, and then we go this way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He is mostly afraid of failure. It's not even anything, just failing. Failing.
No, but of course, who would like to fail, Buana? Anyone? She doesn't love roaches, cockroaches.
Yes.
No. In fact, I have a fumigation machine at home. So whenever there are these crawling insects and the likes, I come to town, buy the insecticides, I go and spray.
But then we have a
the whole
spray in the house. I cannot handle those things.
Yeah.
God, that's a nice one. That's a nice one.
It's true, by the way. I bought it for you.
That's a nice one. There's a particular day we argued about the. Actually, we didn't even argue. He decided to take Mombasa Road, and I told him to take Jogoo Road according to Google Maps. Because Jogoo Road was shorter. So he decided to do Mombasa Road.
Yeah.
But then when we went to Mombasa Road, we went and got stuck at the jam for around 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Yes, I was so pissed. I was so pissed because I was like, you know what, you should have listened to me.
Yeah.
Yes, you should have. So yeah, we always, but at least those ones I've learned to relent on them, but sometimes I still get mad when he takes a different route. Those are some of the things, yeah.
There was a time she was in the field, and then someone, one of her colleagues was doing the Facebook. He was trying the Facebook Live thing. Yes. So he tried it with her, and it was during the evening when they have finished the work, so they are just taking supper and the likes. And the guy was my friend. Right now he's not my friend.
He unfriended him so, because he took my video.
He did a snippet, a small Facebook Live.
Just a test.
And I was so mad. In fact, I was waiting for them in Nairobi. I was really waiting for them.
It was just a test, baby.
But later,
he calmed down and he was like, "Why did I
calmed down.
Overreact?"
Yeah, because I wanted to call that guy.
You wanted to?
Yeah, I wanted to call, and then later we can have a good handshake.
Why are you filming my wife?
Yeah. I was waiting for him to come to Nairobi, then we can have a good handshake, But later I realized that what's the big fuss about this, I know my wife. I trust her. I know what she does. So I think I relented, I was like, this thing, I didn't have to be, this
to overreact that much. Yeah.
I really overreacted by the way.
He really did. He made a big fuss.
You can also subscribe to our blog, marriagechronicles.com. Yes.
And on Facebook, marriagechronicles.com, and you can also follow us, Mary M. Munene on Facebook and Munene Wanjema on Facebook.
Oh yes.
God bless you.
God bless you.
And that's our love story.